Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Blazers Ice Center in Oklahoma City. It's time for the South Division Finals, and this is game number one of tonight's series between the Mudbugs and the Oklahoma City Warriors. So glad to have you with us here for the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show, as tonight the Mudbugs and the Warriors will set the tone for the opening game of this best-of-5 series. The Mudbugs coming off a very emotional 5-game series win as they beat the Lone Star Brahmas last Monday in that decisive 5th game by a final score of 1-0. The only goal of the game came from Logan Gotinski as he was able to shovel home his first from nickel and steel, and the Mudbugs had an early 1-0 lead. That goal held as Simo Bushler was absolutely spectacular. He made 25 stops. Arthur Smith took the tough luck loss as he made 21 saves off 22 shots, including some dynamite saves. The Mudbugs were able to squeeze out a grinding, heart-stopping, heart-pulsing 1-0 win over the Brahmas to outlast Lone Star in 5 games, 3 games to 2. They came back from a 2-1 deficit in the series. For this Oklahoma Warriors team, they've been really at the top of the chain for most of the season. They went 1-2 with Lone Star, and then they kind of ran away from for the most of the wire, rather, in the top of the South. They are the overall 1 seed in the league, and they pride themselves on scoring a lot of goals and really kind of dictating the play. They do a lot of things right, and they're going to look to do that and really impose their will on the Mudbugs, and they are the more rested team than the Mudbugs. They concluded a 3-game sweep over Amarillo. It wasn't easy, but they were able to get the win on April 28th to clinch that series, so they have more rest. And the Mudbugs, who won Monday on the road, came back home to early Tuesday morning, practice for a little bit, then head back on the road Thursday morning for Oklahoma. And so they've had a little bit of a seesaw week, whereas Oklahoma has had the well-rested week of just being in town and preparing for the Mudbugs. So we'll see if that plays a factor. Coach Soupy doesn't really buy into that playing a factor, and of course time will tell as we go into this series opener. We'll talk to Mudbugs head coach Jason Soupy Campbell after these messages. It's the Mudbugs and the Warriors. The South Division Finals begins tonight. We'll have more after these messages. This is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show, and you're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Playoff Hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back to the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Opening game of this South Divisional final between the Mudbugs and the Oklahoma Warriors. We're joined by Mudbugs head coach Jason Soupy Campbell. And coach, just to kind of recap that, epic 5-game series with Lone Star, and been kind of used to those 5-game series with Lone Star, for the exception of last year. A 1-0 win, and it felt like it kind of had all the ingredients of a great game, and you guys were able to come out on top. Just talk about your biggest takeaway from Game 5.
We just gained a lot of playoff experience in the whole series, but especially Game 5. To get a goal that early and maintain that lead throughout the game, says something about your team, about your team's makeup. Obviously Bush played really well, made some big time saves, but at the same time we did generate some good offensive opportunities, and their goaltender made some saves. Boys just found a way to win a tight hockey game in a tough barn to win in.
Is it tricky when you get a goal that early as a coaching staff, just to keep the guys kind of level and keep them on the same course to get that first goal in a decisive game like that?
Not really. It's just a goal, right? And don't get me wrong, it's a goal. We need goals, right? But that's what it is. At that time, it's a goal. We need to continue to go out there and not change our game. We need to stick to the game plan, play hard defensively, and if you do that, then you're going to get offensive opportunities off that. We can't just sit back and sit on a lead, or teams are too good, and they'll find ways to poke holes in you. So again, it was just a matter of let's keep going, and that's all we did.
Now, looking ahead to this week as you prepare for Oklahoma, it's a shorter week coming off of Monday. I know you had to give the guys off on Tuesday. Anything different in your preparation given the shorter time frame in preparing for these two games this weekend?
We weren't on the ice as much as we normally would be in a normal week, that's for sure. I say that, but we were obviously on the ice in a game situation Monday, but Tuesday off, then we skated Wednesday, had video Wednesday, and then yesterday was more of we didn't touch the ice again, but we did do some recovery and hydration and just making sure the guys were again rested, and then we were doing video again this morning and on the ice for a quick rip. So we were still on the ice 3 times this week before our game, and we've watched video like normal and tried to come up with a game plan that's going to help us put us in a situation to win a hockey game.
I was there. I did not partake in the Argyle cryotherapy, but it seemed like it really was helpful for the guys.
Yeah, I like to think so. It's something that, you're just not sitting back and trying to let things heal on their own. If there's obviously bumps and bruises through a tough first round, and we're going to try to do anything we can, and thankful for great people out there that are willing to get our team in and help us out as much as they can. We're very thankful for the relationships we have and the opportunities our guys had to try to heal up and regenerate as quickly as possible before tonight's game.
I know this is a banged-up blue line, but it feels like good things are on the horizon. Maxim Sushinsky started skating this week, and Ryan Austin getting better. Can you give us an update on those two?
Yeah, really still just kind of day-to-day, still waiting on some results for Austin, but day-to-day, and, the longer same thing with Sush, he's back on skates, but there's a lot of work that still needs to be done there, cardio-wise and just healing-wise and mobility-wise. So, but it is a day-to-day thing, and the longer we keep playing, the better chance of any guys that have these bumps and bruises, better chance of them getting back in the lineup possibly.
All I've heard pretty much this last week is, the Mudbugs swept Oklahoma the last time we saw them. And, of course, it felt like it was a while ago, and maybe they could also wake up a sleeping giant like a team built from Garrett Roth. And talk about what makes this Oklahoma team so challenging, and what are the matchups you're looking for?
Well, they're a very talented offensive team, that really doesn't give up much defensively. They have a third guy high a lot of the times, and if he's not there, he's quick to get there, the way they reload and stuff like that. So they're very creative, and very good at finding offensive opportunities, and every player they have on the ice, whether it's a defenseman or a forward, has the ability and the poise to make good, skilled plays around the net and find opportunities to score. So just not shooters, they're able to find open guys with good passes. So we've got to be on our toes. We got to know what's going on away from the puck, and we got to be able to have good details on the puck to prevent these guys from making plays. So I think their goaltending is good. I think obviously we haven't seen the one guy play against us.
Dylan Johnson.
Yeah, Dylan Johnson. Haven't seen him play against us much, if any at all. But again, he was in the series, their first round. And then Duras, he's played some really good games against us. Yeah. He shut us out before. We put some behind him. So there's an ongoing, history there and battle there with him as well. So we just have to find ways again to not give things up defensively, but find more opportunity to push offensively and put pressure on them in their D zone and put a lot of pressure on their goaltending by putting guys in front of them, getting lots of shots to the net, deflecting pucks, second, third chances.
Coach, thanks for the time and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Chet Yoder.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. You listen to Shreveport Mudbugs playoff hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata & Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata & Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information. The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Welcome back in to a nice crowd filing in here into the Blazers Ice Center for the South Divisional Finals. This is game number one. It's time for the Whataburger starting lineups. Whataburger, just like you like it. First for the Oklahoma Warriors, head coach by Garrett Roth in his third season as the head coach of the Warriors. The assistant coach is Josh Berkey. The goaltending coach is Chris Johansson. At left wing will be number 14, Multi Hasselgren. At center will be number 19, Drew Sutton. And on the right wing will be number 10, Joey Del Greco. Defensively for the Warriors, it'll be number 20, Garrett Horsager. And number 16, Owen Dyer. And making the start in nets, there's been a little bit of a controversy in net for the Warriors. They've been lately going to Dylan Johnson, the young 0-5 netminder in the Amarillo series, but he struggled in Game 3. Number 30, Daniel Duras, who's the regular Warriors netminder, came in there, stopped all 21 shots he faced, and helped the Warriors rally to a 4-3 win in overtime and get his first win of the playoffs. He'll get the start this evening for the Warriors. Your Whataburger starting lineups for the Shreveport Mudbugs. Head coach by Jason Soupy Campbell. In his fifth year as the bench boss, the associate head coach is Michael Hill. The assistant and goalie coach is Rich Perrant. And the honorary assistant is Chris Lane. At left wing will be the captain, number 18, Garrett Steele. At center will be number 12, Hayden Nickel. And on the right wing will be number 9, Logan Gotinsky, who was the hero in game number 5 last Monday. Defensively for the Bugs, it'll be number 7, Liam Fleet, and number 5, Alex Park. And making the start in nets, he was winless in this postseason until he came up with one of the most memorable Game 5 performances that I've seen in ages as he stopped all 25 shots he faced against Lone Star and picked up his first win and shutout in these playoffs. They're going to go to number 44 from Saint Laurent, Montreal, Simo Bushler, and the numbers on Bushler are as follows: 1-1-1 with a 0.98 goals against and a .957 save percentage. This is his fourth appearance between the pipes for the Mudbugs in these playoffs. Those are your Whataburger starting lineups. Whataburger, just like you like it. Mudbugs Hockey Tonight brought to you by Porter's Industrial, delivering the difference in the Arklatex for over 20 years. Porter's Industrial strives with the utmost integrity to meet our customers' needs with quality uniform and facility services for your business. The Mudbugs in their teal jerseys with the Mudbug head in front, the purple letterings and the white numberings along the backside. The Warriors in their gray and black jerseys with the orange lining. They have the Warrior logo in front and the black numberings and letterings along the backside. Now we ask you please rise wherever you may be for tonight's national anthem before we get started with game number 1 of the South Divisional Finals. A beautiful rendition of tonight's national anthem, sung by a trio of trumpet players, and that was quite delightful. Boy, it has been a quick turnaround as the Mudbugs get ready for the opening game of this South Divisional Final Series. This is a well-rested Oklahoma squad, and we're curious to see how that plays out between both teams. Tonight's officials, it's a good crew. The referees, Cameron Giancarlo and Dylan Sater. Your linesmen, Duncan Magera and Odin Nelson. A great crowd here at the Blazers Ice Center, including Mudbugs fans who made the trip. Ones that I've noticed: Drake Morris's mom, Matthew Danziger's mom and dad, Amy Baker's mom and dad made the trip, and of course the Watt family. One of our billets of Nikola Goich and Jaden Goldie are in the building as well, and so we're glad to have them with us. And of course, anybody else who's in the building and wants a shout out, just let me know if you're here. I'm looking at my keen eye, and that's all I see at the moment. It'll be Hayden Nickel and Drew Sutton, and the South Divisional Final Series of game number 1 is underway. Face-off won there by the Mudbugs, and Nickel did a good job of getting it in to the Warrior zone. Far side there to Horsager. He'll throw it up ahead, intercepted there by Steele. Steele has it. He'll chop it in deep now behind the net of Duras. Along to the near side, taken there by Del Greco. He'll drill it up ahead, far side there to Hasselgren. Hasselgren, Sutton, and Del Greco, one of the top lines in all of the North American League. To the near side there to Park. Park now trouble handling. This is a good push here by the Warriors. And now Morris will skate it up the right side, up off the stick of Goldie. The puck slapped in there by Brendan Williams. Williams lined up with Lawson Body and Hunter Jones. This is a very deep Oklahoma forward unit, and they also play well defensively. They got it all, and they feel like they're the wagon that presents himself and gets in the way of every team in the NAHL, and they feel like they have a Robertson Cup championship team as a dribbler goes on net off the stick of Haru, and it's gobbled up there by Duras. I'm Chet Yoder coming to you live on a Friday night here in Oklahoma City. So glad to have you with us for the South Division Finals. Nicky Miller to take the draw from the left point, left wing circle rather. Miller lined up with Mack and Marino. As a faceoff was won there by Lawson Body, but he got the protective netting. Miller to take the draw from the left wing circle yet again, up against Lawson Body. Both get a warning. Face-off is dropped, tied up, and won there by the Warriors, but taken there by Mack. Mack centering feed, chopped up ahead there to Zarski. Zarski zips one toward the net. It was blocked in front. That's a good block there by Owen Baumgartner, one of the best blue liners in the league. Puck now rattled back in there by Miller. Played around to the far side there to Baumgartner. All very offensive-minded defensemen. Puck is chipped off the near side boards, and it deflects out of play. Michael Hill, the Mudbugs associate head coach, made a lot of comparisons to Logan Haru's game to that of Owen Baumgartner. Very offensive-minded, but can play a pretty good game back in his own house as well. Ryan Burke to take the draw from the left wing circle. Lined up with a couple of familiar line mates who he's had a lot of success with, Litchard and Musket. Puck now checkered toward the net. It goes to the far corner. Now along to the right point, bodied in there by Danziger. Now lugged back out there by Lawson Body. Here comes Lawson Body. He'll swindle it in along the end boards. Now along to the near side, intercepted there by Jones. He came in through and he got tied up there by Danziger just in front of the crease. Now to the near side there to Burke. He'll bang it up ahead, taken away there by Jones. Jones now jolts one toward the net. He scores! Took a fortuitous bounce for Oklahoma. It changed direction on Bushler, and it goes into the back of the net. One of the most flukiest goals you'll ever see. Oklahoma won, Shreveport nothing, and there was nothing Bushler could do there. Boy, Jones just threw it toward the net, and it took a awkward bounce in front of Bushler. The goal comes 1:53 into the contest. One of the most freakiest bounces you'll ever see goes the Warriors' way. And that is Hunter Jones' goal. He's one of the leaders on this Oklahoma team. For Jones, goal number 2 of these playoffs. And now taken away, and now Fleet wants to get back out into the Warriors' zone. And now along to the far side. Turnaround now. That's Gotinski. Working it in. Coach Soupy trying to settle down his troops to my right. I'm right on top of this Mudbugs bench. You can hear everything. Those kinds of goals can come back to really kind of set the mood. Mudbugs trying to regroup now over to Haru. Haru hammers one toward the net, blocked in front. And now a shot toward the net, tipped around. Oh my goodness, that one went behind Duras, but it stayed out. Now along to the near half wall, intercepted and taken back out. That's Dyer to the far side there to Rylan Brady. And Brady will rattle it in behind Bushler's cage. After a goal that might leave the Bugs a bit rattled in the opening minutes. As that one is banked all the way down for icing on Bugs hockey. Jones scores his second from Lawson Body and Brendan Williams, a $1.53 in on their first shot of the game. Face off to the right of Bushler. Shot toward the net. Fought off there by Bushler. That was a shot there by Bremer at the top of the point. Now far corner, far circle shot. Left pad save made there by Bushler. As Hasselgren threw a missile toward the net from the far circle. Back up top to Baumgartner. Baumgartner dribbles one toward the net. Save made there by Bushler, pushing and shoving. As Haru throws down Hasselgren for a break in the action. Face off to the right of Bushler. Bugs trail early, 1-0. Now face-off was taken there by Oklahoma. Dixon's going to ring it around the Rosie. Held in there. Oh, what a hard check along the back. As down goes Lukonen. A hard check there by Miller. Worked in there by Marino. He'll knock it in along the inboards. Now up along to the far side. Big burst of speed. Back over to Lukonen through the middle. Good stick to hold it in. Shot toward the net there by Caden Nelson. Gets deflected in front there by Mack. As the puck goes into the protective netting, and Oklahoma is swarming the Bugs quite efficiently early in this game. Mudbugs just got to settle in. They have faced adversity throughout this postseason, going through a long and rigorous 5-game series that felt like a 7-game series with all the overtimes against the Brahmas. Lawson Body's got it. He'll ladle it in. Litchard will drop it on back to Haru. Haru to the near side, held in there by Williams. It gets blocked. Now to the near corner. Haru's got it. Haru now's pass goes off the stick of Lawson Body, and it goes into the protective netting. .439 chewed up here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call Ms. Janice Watt at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Nickel wins the draw. He'll nail it on back to Danziger. Danziger right side will softly play it back to Dixon, back to Danziger, and Danziger will smoke it in. Off the end glass behind Duras, along to the near corner, taken there by Nickel. Nickel has it. Now Gotinski, he'll golf it around to the right point there to Danziger. Sends one toward the net. Stick save made there by Duras. Now behind the net, that's Nickel. Nickel's got it now. Behind the net, Gotinski's got it. Gotinski behind the net. He's battling. Thrown in front, off the stick of Steele. And now Nickel, a shot from the slot, and it hit a body in front and might have got a piece of Duras. Held in there by Gotinski, a shot, blocked. Good pressure here by the Bugs as Hasselgren now will work it around to the right side. Here comes Hasselgren through the middle. He works his way in and he bumps into his man. That was Del Greco. Puck now taken there by Park. Park's got it. He'll bolt it in. Along to the near half wall. Hard hit going on. Morris battling for it. That's Adam Smith, the extra blue liner, who will throw it on back. The puck now hodgepodged and Glove down there by Fleet. Fleet holds the zone. Fleet now hooked up. He got dragged down. Now Vitale into the near corner. And now along to the far side, Dronin will work it around to the far side. Off the stick of Telecki, back out to center. And now far side, Fleet, right side there to Vitale, and Vitale will zip it back in to the Warriors zone, played there by Duras. Behind his own net, he'll softly let it be played there by Adam Smith. Smith for the Warriors has it. He's taking his time. He'll go to the far side. On over to Thiesing. Thiesing up ahead off the stick of Brady, and Brady will loft it in and give Zarski a good shove along to the boards, along the inboards. Along to the near corner, held in there. That's Brenner, a shot. Looking for a tip in front. It went wide of Bushler. Held in there by Baumgartner. Now to Brenner, and taken away there by Mack. And Mack's pass just missed the stick of Vitale, and Vitale hits Carlisle hard into the Mudbugs boards. And now the puck just softly chipped up ahead, back out to center. And now Zarski's going to grab it, and he'll just lay it on back to Danziger. Danziger along the middle. Here he comes. All right side, and he'll just rattle it in. Far side, Lawson body takes a hard hit there by Danziger, playing in tight. Along to the far corner. Marino now battling for it. One out free there by Baumgartner. The dangerous Baumgartner will take a U-turn back. Far side, Baumgartner will throw it up ahead there to Brenner. Brenner now will bang it off the far side boards, off the stick of Jones, and Jones will be able to nudge it into the Bug zone. Jones has got his second goal of the postseason on one of the most luckiest goals you'll ever see. 1:53 into this game. It's a 1-0 lead for the Warriors. Far side, that's Lawson body. He'll play it up ahead there to Jones. He gets it back out to center, and Park will just go ahead and lob it in, and it gets on net as Duras is able to make the easy stop. Jones up ahead, up off the stick there to Williams. Williams, a shot. Oh, and it might have hit the post. As Bushler read the short side perfectly and baited Williams to go around the far side. He missed by an inch. This is big speed here. Shot toward the net. Stick save made there by Bushler as Jones was looking for another. Right side, that's Steele. Trying to get up ahead the red line, he does. And now trying to flag it down is Steele. Played on back to Fleet. Fleet along the left side will flip it in. Mudbugs just trying to get their feet under them. Down 1-0 early. 11:15 to go in the opening frame. Held in there by Haru. Haru threw it toward the net. He was looking for a tip in front off the stick of Gotinski, and he just missed. That's Telecki. Intercepted. Steele dropped off there to Gotinski. Whistles one. He scores! Logan Gotinski does it again, and he's got the Mudbugs' first goal tonight. We're all even 1-1. 8:57 into the first period. Logan Gotinski with the magic stick yet again, and we're all even. Boy, Steele with the steal, and he feeds his longtime buddy from the far circle as he wrists one past the blocker side of Duras. And the man they call Goat Boy delivers yet again in these playoffs. Garrett Steele will get the only helper on Gotinski's as Chucky Landry's billet sons are able to find the connection in the early goings in Oklahoma. Big hello to Chucky Landry, who's tuned in tonight from Shreveport. That's Dixon, played up ahead there to Goldie. Goldie can't get it through. He got tied up there with Drone and shot toward the net. Oh, save made there by Bushler. That was a shot from the far side there by Blaze Miller. And we get a break in the action with 10:17 remaining in the opening period. Face off to the left, to the right of Bushler, rather, left wing circle. Now a shot toward the net, sticked away there by Bushler on a shot there by Luukkonen. Another shot there by Dyer, misses the mark. And now Fleet going to be able to guide it back out to center. Off the near side boards, Miller's going to go flag it down, but it's taken there rather there by Dyer. Boy, what a run here lately for Gotinski. And now a shot there by Baumgartner. Save made, rebound chance. Or a secondary chance rather there by Thiesing from the top of the slot. Goes wide. Lugged back in. Here's Lawson body. Along far side. Thrown in front. That was a centering feed there by Nelson, got blocked. Now pushing and shoving. Jones. Low to high. Telecki on over to Thiesing. Shot. Save made there by Bushler, and he lost his stick. And now he's got a defensive player stick, and he's going to try to make do with it. And well, wait a minute here. Zarsky just took his stick, and now Bushler's got to go grab his stick, and he's got to hurry up, and he does. As the Warriors grab it. Musket off the stick of Litchard. Now off the far side, in deep into the Warrior zone. Battling for it there is Litchard along to the right point. Danziger tries to hold it in. He cannot. Taken back in. Here's Del Greco. Thrown up ahead. Smith could not handle it cleanly. But you cannot take a shift off against this Warriors team as Dixon able to love tap it off the near side boards all the way down for icing on the Bugs. One game, 8-12 to go here in the opening period. Face off to the right of Bushler. Tied up and won there by Nickel. Boy, he's been good on his draws early. Far side there to Fleet. Big hello to the Nichols, tuned in tonight from Tennessee. Puck now airmailed. It hit the stick of Murray in deep, played there by Duras behind his own cage. Along to the near side. Del Greco has it. He'll do a spin around, and to the far side it goes to Hasselgren. He'll hammer it on net, sticked away there by Bushler. From far out to the near side there to Steele, who's got the latest helper on Gotinski's goal. Oh, turnover shot there by Drew Sutton. Gets blocked in front. Far side, that's Del Greco. Working hard, he gets taken down. Boy, Garrett Roth wanted a call. Along the left side, that's Nickel. He's trying to slap it in, and now Dronin grabs it up ahead there to Baumgartner. Gains the zone, burst of speed. Left side, and now it's taken away there by Morris. And Morris able to body it out, back out to center. And now Goldie up ahead through the middle, and Vitale will ram one toward the net, easily sticked away there by Duras. As both netminders trying to get settled in with 6:50 to go here in the first. Shot toward the net there by Goldie from the far circle, went high. Now near side, Baumgartner, he gave it away. Here's Goldie, down low, and it was blocked in front there by Baumgartner. He did a good job to save that from an odd man rush back the other way there by Shreveport. Now Lawson body, up ahead. Here's Baumgartner, a shot. Save made there, or check that, that was Rylan Brady. Mixed up my 28 and 26. I'm sure you've done that at home as well. Danziger up ahead there to Mack. He couldn't handle it cleanly. A lot of stretch passes going on here in the opening period. Now far side, that's Jones. He'll spar it in. to the Mudbug zone. Brendan Williams trying to touch it, getting wrestled up there by Dixon. Miller, that's Nicky Miller, up ahead there to Mack. Mack now will chop it in, taken away there by Jones. Up ahead there to Williams. It dropped off there to Lossenbody, back to Jones. Jones far half wall. He works it in. He'll jolt it into the near corner, but Marino's going to grab it. He'll softly play it along the end boards there for Fleet. He ties it up along the boards. Taken out free there by Park. He'll scale it up ahead there to Mack. Mack now near side, and he'll just go ahead and knife it into the near corner. Far side. Up ahead, Carlisle. Right side there to Nelson. Nelson works it in. Nelson now near side behind the net. He'll drop it off, and it's taken away there by Haru, who's trying to get Carlisle to grab it. Over to Musket. Musket now will lug it back out to center through the middle, and he'll be able to just nudge it in to the Warriors zone. Good pace to this one as we're down to 5 minutes remaining in the opening period. 1-1 game. The latest goal from Logan Gotinski, which tied it up. As the Mudbugs are off sides, and we should have a break in the action. We do. 4:57 to go in the opening period. Game tied 1-1 in game number 1. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
Welcome back into the Blazers Ice Center South Division Finals. Game number 1 is tied at 1. Hunter Jones with the goal for the Warriors. Logan Gotinski for the Mudbugs. Face-off won there by Drew Sutton. Far side there to Horsager. Now it goes on over to Dyer. Across there to Horsager, and Horsager will be able to nail it in. Good hard check there by Dixon. To the near side there to Gotinski. Up ahead there to Steele. Steele along the near half boards. Taken away there by Dyer, and Dyer will ding it in for icing for the Warriors. Big hello to the Sutton Murray family tuning tonight from various parts of the world, including his immediate family, tuning tonight from Rochester Hills, Michigan, and a lot of his loved and extended family tuned in from the Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. Glad to have them with us. 4:35 remaining in the opening period. Face-off won there by the Warriors. Along to the far side it goes. Here's Hasselgren. Shot toward the net. Gobbled up there by Bushler as he makes our glove save and holds it for a draw in the Bug zone. Mudbugs Hockey Tonight brought to you by Fireplace Specialties. Fireplaces, gas logs, glass doors, wood stoves, inserts, mantles, and grills. They got it all. They're located at 8500 Box Road in Shreveport or by logging on to fireplacespecialties.net. Face-off won there by the Bugs as Park shot deflects out of play. Look out, Mr. and Mrs. Baker. Amy Baker's mom and dad who made the trip from Indiana. Boy, another good-looking crowd here in Oklahoma City, and a tight facility, but it's an exciting one. You're right on top of the ice. Face-off won there by Shreveport Hockey. Fleet now caroms it off the near side, boards up off the stick of Vitale. In deep it goes. Now along to the near corner. Battling for it there is Morris. Held in there. Morris drives the net. Shot toward the net. Save made there by Duras. He tried to go 5-hole. Morris was a little disappointed at himself. He had a great look at it. Big hello to the Mudbugs high school hockey team who is tuned in tonight. Various parts of Shreveport. Glad to have them with us. Miller will dribble it across there to Sutton. Sutton now back over to Lawson Body, the captain of this Warriors club. We'll throw it on back to Horsager. 1-1 game. 3:45 and counting in the opening period. Puck now roped up ahead there to Williams. And Williams just chops it into the far corner. Taken there by Miller. He'll sling it around the near side boards and all the way down the length of the ice. It'll be icing on Bugs hockey. Coach Soupy with a few words for Giancarlo. He thought that puck was deflected on its way through. Face off one there by Shreveport. They work it in. Miller able to knock it into the near corner. Marino trying to grab it. Far side there to Telecki. Telecki behind his own net. 1-1 game. Well, if the Mudbugs can get out of this first period tied, at the very least, they will take it after just an unnerving goal that bounced right in front of Bushler on an awkward pivot in the ice. Intercepted there by Burke. Burke's got it. Burke now will just loft it in. And the puck now played back out to center. It's going to go all the way down. Oh, wow, they waved icing off. Danziger looked like he beat it. He wraps his man up. Far side there to Dixon. Garrett Roth was looking for a call as Danziger took down Nelson. Baumgartner off to the far side. There to Horsager, up off the stick of Jones, deflected in to the Mudbug zone. Fleet to the far side, there to Park. Park kicks it around a little bit. The Lawson Body played back up top to Horsager, left point, hammers one toward the net, smothered up there by Bushler. And he will cover it up for a face-off. Mudbugs will be back at home, game number 3 of the South Divisional Finals Series. Be sure to get your tickets and be a part of the Mother's Day package. They have the Simply Sweet package, which gives you a ticket, a rose, and a Buttercups cupcake for $15. Then you can do the Wishes of Wine, which will give you a game ticket, a rose, and a glass of wine. $15. You got to get those orders in by Tuesday. That's the 9th of May. Just give us a call at 318-636-7094 or email Miss Kimberly Jacks, Kimberly@mudbugshockey.com, and get your tickets for game number 3 of this best-of-5 series. Held in there by Dyer. Dyer's shot gets blocked, held in there by Horsager, left point. He'll now settle it in behind the Bugs net. Nickel off the far side boards, held in there by Horsager. He'll now just chisel it in down low there to Sutton. And now Steele has it. Steele with not much on it. Gets it up ahead there off the stick of Nickel. Now a hard check there by Steele on Dyer, but Dyer is able to brush it in to the Mudbug zone. Near side there to Goldie. $1:15 remaining in the opening period. Goldie with a burst of speed. Left side will throw it up ahead. Just missed the stick of Morris. And Baumgartner cue balled it up ahead up off the stick of Brady in front. And now Vitale's got it. Vitale right side up ahead there to Morris. Morris beats his man. No, comes around far side. Shot gets blocked in front there by Baumgartner. Held in there by Goldie, and a penalty's coming up, and the Mudbugs will go on their first power play of the night. As Goldie draws it. And we will get the first call of the night. The Mudbugs will be a man up with 43 seconds to go in the opening period. It's going to be Max Dronin going in. Mudbugs 3 for 26 in the Lone Star Series. That's good for 9th best out of 16. Oklahoma's PK 10th best at 83.3. They've killed off 10 of 12 power plays against them in the Amarillo series. Boy, face off, Burke to take it from the left circle. Face off, won there by the Warriors. This is the league regular season's best PK unit. And now Haru to the right point. Far corner. Coming in. Haru. Play to the near side. He'll work it around the perimeter. Gotinski far side. Morris through the slide. Oh, that was a right pad save made there by Duras on a shot there by Burke through the bumper. Far circle. Nichols snaps one toward the net. And a save made there by Duras. And the puck now lifted all the way down. That's a good individual effort there by Dyer. As we're down to 0 seconds in the opening period. The Mudbugs will have 1:17 remaining of power play time after Dronin got tagged for cross-checking. Stick around for the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show. We'll talk to Mudbugs netminder Simo Bushler after these messages. This is game number 1 of the South Divisional Finals. The score is as follows. The Mudbugs won. The Warriors won in game number 1. We'll have more after these messages. This is Shreveport Mudbugs playoff hockey.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show, joined by one of our favorites and kind of the story of the opening round series, Simo Bushler, after a memorable Game 5 clinching series win and his performance with 25 saves. Bushy, first of all, thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, chat.
Talk about, when you look back at that game, a 1-0 game. I've heard Coach Rich talk about his 1-0 games, and I'm sure you've heard those stories as well. But just talk, when you look back at it, you rewatch it, you reflect back on it. What was the biggest takeaway from what you can see?
Just have fun. Like, it was a pretty high stress game, like you would think, and I just kind of went in there with the mindset of, it might be your last game as a Mudbug, and you got to enjoy it. So I just kind of went in with a clear mind and just wanted to have fun while I played, and that's kind of what I did.
What was so dangerous about Lone Star?
They were defensive, just pretty much a fort. I think we were too. It was kind of like two battle rams kind of butting heads and seeing who was gonna kind of crack at which point. But that was probably their strongest suit, and they would take their opportunities when they came, and they were pretty good at finishing too when they had the chance.
We've heard a lot about those incredible saves, of course the one on that penalty kill, and I kind of wanted to ask you about the one where Ryan Kamashok came around you. You were kind of down flat, and you're trying to get that left pad around. He was trying to tuck it in. Did it hit a stick in front? What did somebody have their stick in front? How did it deflect? Did he just miss it? What did you see? Because I know you looked at it again.
There must have been a wizard over there. I don't know what happened. I mean, I know I shoved his right skate a little bit when he was coming around, which maybe made him hook it a little bit. But yeah, there must have been like a force field around the net there. I got no idea.
I've heard you talk about last year's postseason series. Devin Boback started 3 of the 4. You started Game 3, the one where the Mudbugs won that game 4-1. And I know I saw you at that a level where it was elite. You played well in net. I've heard you talk about it even this year during the luncheons. Looking back at that start, was there a hungrier feeling like, look, I want some vindication. I want some revenge. I want some payback on these guys. I got my taste, and now I want to finish it.
Yeah. I even told you when we were going into the series, like, all right, now like it's our turn now. Like they had their turn last year. It's our turn to give it back to them and kind of win the series. And because I didn't want that feeling again, and I was happy that we won the games that we did and that we're still going here.
I've noticed a few things with your routine, and I keep up, and I'm usually just doing my pregame notes and stuff, and you tend to do the juggling, got the ball in the wall. There's something that I'm always wanted to ask you is when you're on the bench before the game. Is that for you just to get a feel of everything? Talk about kind of what you're going through and is in your mindset.
Yeah, warm up the body, warm up the mind, and as a goalie, warm up the eyes is what I like to do. So a lot of the time I'm looking at the ball, just kind of tracking in my hands, and then after that I'm kind of visualizing myself making saves. And at the end of it all, I meditate for a little bit, just kind of to clear the mind a little bit. It's just something I like to do, and yeah, that's it.
Is that something that you picked up from your goalie coach? Is that something that you've been taught? Because people have always asked me that when they see you do that, of course, here in Shreveport. And I said, I don't know. I got to ask them.
The ball tracking, when I'm like kind of looking at the ball and just kind of moving it around. I saw my goalie partner a couple of years ago, Devin Levi, doing that, and kind of picked that up from him. And everything else I've kind of developed on my own through my own games and kind of testing it out. And maybe it's not perfect, but right now it's what I like to do. So it's just what I got.
I also wanted to ask you during warm-ups, I noticed when you're taking your first couple of shots up front, it's always Ryan Burke from what I've noticed. Is that a chemistry that you and Berkey have? I know a couple of Canadians like yourselves.
At the start of the year, I was kind of, during pre-camp when I practiced for a little bit, and then when I was watching guys kind of shoot, I was kind of analyzing guys and seeing which guy might want to shoot on me. And I picked Berkey out, and I was like, hey, you get to shoot on me before the games. And she was like, yeah, we're good. So he's just my guy.
And you have to make sure he's giving you softies, right? I mean, he can't just start ripping them, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't like him to go bar down on me. You're just trying to feel the puck at that stage. He can definitely shoot it a little hard, but not. I wouldn't like him to kind of rip flat bombs from there, but yeah.
You talked about having conversations with, your family, your friends, of course, former teammates from last year. I have to ask you, did you talk to Devin Boback at all?
Yeah, absolutely. He texted me right after that game and just kind of congratulated me and said I did an awesome job. And we've been talking all year, even right before the playoffs started. I had a little FaceTime call with him and just, we just kind of talked about life and then talked about the game a little bit. So yeah, it's nice having that support from former teammates as well.
One of my favorite traditions in hockey, and you hear this a lot, is the handshake. I love the line, and it comes with a lot of emotion. Of course, the symbolization of one team moving on, the other team going home, and there's a lot of tears, even on both ends. When you went through the line, of course, I waited at center ice. I was waiting for the center ice handshake and even hug of you and Arthur Smith. You guys got to know each other last year at the showcase. Talk about that conversation, and of course, there must have been a great admiration for one another.
Yeah, there's nothing respect between me and him. Even Graham, this series. I mean, I didn't talk to Graham before this series, but after that,
Unbelievable.
That 7-period game that we played, I had to talk to him. At center ice, we just he congratulated me on the win and wished me luck going on, and I said, great job this series, keep your head up, and hopefully we meet again soon sometime. So I mean, just nothing but respect for those two guys.
You talked about what got you into goaltending, and that was having the helmet on, but I mean, coming off the ice for that game 5, going into that locker room, everybody coming up to you, talk about that feeling, because I know you are a very modest guy. You don't like that limelight, but you're in the limelight no matter what the case is, because you were the top star of the game.
I mean, usually I don't really celebrate too much after a win, but if you look back at that game, when the clock ran out, I just kind of got up and jumped a little bit. It's definitely one of those games where, it means a little bit more when you win it, and it was pretty awesome to have the support from the fans, like you were saying. It's not something that I'm super, comfortable with, I'd say, but it's definitely awesome, to get some hugs and some pats on the back after that. It was definitely awesome.
We look at this Oklahoma team, and we see a team that obviously has a lot of offensive firepower, and we remember the games where the Mudbugs had multiple goal leads and could not hold them. But of course, we also remember that sweep that we just had there. What points out at you? I'm sure just taking a look at this Oklahoma team, they are the top team in the league.
Like I was saying at the luncheon, I used at the start of the season going into the weekends against OKC, I feel like I was preparing a little differently, just kind of knowing that they were, a pretty solid team offensively. And then coming closer to the end of the year, I just kind of took a step back and just reminded myself, it's just another hockey game. They're just another hockey team. Everybody's trying to put the puck in the net at the end of the day, and you just make the same reads that you've been making all year, it's been working. And the last weekend that we played against them, it ended up working out for us. So I'm just kind of going in with that same mindset.
Before I let you go, I talked to you about this off the air. Coming off a game like that, Game 5, the next day, is it just sore to the max? Was there extra kind of kinks in the body? I mean, talk about what it's like just waking up the next day and getting out of bed. Is it a challenge?
Yeah, I mean, like I was telling you, I was cramping up during the game, and that's never happened to me in my life, having a cramp. It felt weird, but anyways. getting off the ice, like I was definitely a little sore, and you're sitting on the coach bus, which isn't like the most comfortable thing in the world. But then I got home, got like 11 hours of sleep in, drank some water, woke up the next morning and did like a classic, obviously it was Tuesday, but classic Sunday kind of marination that I like to do, where I just kind of do nothing, just lay in bed for most of the morning, and after that I did some schoolwork, but I didn't feel anything too crazy.
Are you one of those goalies, like before a game, you don't talk to anybody, you try to really stay in your own mindset? Do you kind of become a little bit more social with some guys when you get closer to game time? What's your routine? Because I know every goalie's different.
Usually when I get to the rink, it depends. When we're at home, I'm kind of usually hanging out in the locker room, stretching and foam rolling, talking to the guys, and then I'll go and do my juggling and balls off the wall. That at that point I'm not talking to anybody, that. And but when I'm away, like I usually don't talk to anybody until we start playing our sewer, and then after that, when the headphones go on again, anything before pre-game warm-ups, like I'm not talking to anybody, just kind of in my zone. But after that, I have a little I exchange words with Steeler and Goldie. I'm not going to say exactly what we say, but it's pretty similar every game day. And after that, like I'm pretty loose in the locker room, but kind of see how I'm feeling during the game.
That's good. Obviously we love what you're doing for the Mudbugs, and thanks for the time, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, Chet Yoder.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Brookshires Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Playoff Hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into the Blazers Ice Center in game number 1 of the South Divisional Finals. Game tied 1-1 after a freakishly awkward bounce that went against the Mudbugs on a goal from Hunter Jones. The Mudbugs responded nicely, got the game-tying goal from Logan Gotinski, his second in as many games in these playoffs, as he shoveled one past Duras. And the Mudbugs found themselves all even, 1-1. The Mudbugs will have 1:17 of power play time, as the Mudbugs will skate from left to right here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. DeFata and Associates investigative and risk analysis services, personal matters, child custody cases, internal theft problems within your business. Just call our main man, Jerry DeFata, at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or log on to defatapi.com. 1-1 as we begin the second. Shots on goal after one, 12-7 in favor of the Warriors. That was a very, very fast-paced opening period. Not a lot of whistles. Max Drone in the box for cross-checking. Face-off taken there by Sutton. And Blaze Miller will blaze it down the length of the ice. Fleet's got it. He'll drop it on back to Goldie. Goldie now along to the far side. He'll drop it off there to Vitale. Back to Goldie. Shot through the goal mouth. Taken there by Mack. Mack now to the near corner. Down low it goes. There for Goldie. Played back up top to Fleet. And that puck is deflected off the stick of Miller back out to center. That's Blaze Miller. No relation to Nicky Miller. Big hello to the Millers. Tune tonight from Howell, Michigan. Fleet to Vitale. He can't dump it in. And the Mudbugs don't get a seconds remaining on the game's first power play, brought to you by Scott Powerline. Now Vitale will smoke one toward the net. Left pad save made there by Duras. Now along the end boards, battling for it along that near corner. Lawson body. One out free there by Mack, held in there by Fleet. Fleet now, right point shot toward the net. Off the stick of Mack, and it went just wide. And the Mudbugs are going to go 0 for 1 as the puck is chopped all the way down. Back to 5-on-5. Worked into the Warriors zone to my right. Lawson body, the Warriors captain, through the middle, up ahead there to Williams. Dropped off there to Jones. Jones now pirouettes back, and he jousts one toward the net, sticked away there by Bushler. Now a shot there by Baumgartner gets blocked. Now Dixon behind his own cage. Around to the far side there to Musket. Musket carefully trying to chip it out. He cannot. Right point held in there by Telecki. Telecki on over to Baumgartner. Baumgartner over to Telecki. Telecki cranks one toward the net. Hit a body in front. And now in front, taken there by Litchard. Litchard now will just softly lay it back into the Warrior zone. And Litchard needs to come off. Gotinski onto the ice. Lined up with, once again, Steele and Nickel. Those three have had a lot of success in these last couple of games. Along to the far corner. Zarski along the end boards of his own zone. Loses his stick off the far side there to Steele. Steele now punched back out to center. In deep now along the end board. Zarski around to the far side. Nickel dropped off through the middle there to Gotinski. Gotinski trying to get through, and Baumgartner's got it. Up ahead there to Dronin. shot gets blocked in front, and he took a hit as he went through the slot. Now Zarski around to the right side. Will work it in. Thiesing mishandled it. Steele trying to work it in, and he loses his edge. Back out to center it goes. Fleet's got it. He re-enters the zone from the left side. Oh, and he lost possession of the puck, and the Warriors might have had numbers, but a good job there by Park along the back check to grab the loose change. Up ahead, far side here to Vitale. Comes her in. Oh, that's a great stick there defensively by Dyer. Boy, this is a great blue line that Oklahoma has. Everybody talks about their firepower offensively. This is a very well-rounded blue line. A lot of returners from that Wichita Falls Warriors team that went far the last couple of seasons. And now Fleet flips one toward the net, smothered up there by Duras. Face-off will come right back into the Warriors zone. Mudbugs Hockey Night brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings BOGO Tuesday, boneless wings BOGO Thursday. Happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 to 6. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports. Face-off, left wing, far side. There to Brenner, and taken away there by Nicky Miller. And he ties up his man. Far side there to Dixon. Dixon now going to just jack it around there to Marino, held in there by Jones, and he throws a pinballer off of Williams in front. Now puck is squibbed but not out. Jones now will just bank it in down low. That's Miller up off the near side boards, trying to kick it on out for the Bugs. And Horsager able to fuel it back in behind the Bugs net. Off the far side, held in there, shot toward the net, left pad save, rebound chance. That was a shot there by Telecki from the left point. Puck now through the middle, there to Nicky Miller. He's got it. Up off the stick of Marino, and he couldn't handle it cleanly. Marino now will jar it off the near side boards, and now Baumgartner will settle it down. Far side, there to Carlisle, and Carlisle floors it all the way into the Bug zone. Far side, that's Brenner, back up top to Baumgartner. Taken away there by Litchard. Off the far side boards, taken there by Burke. He'll drop it on back, and that pass taken away there by Nelson. Up ahead there to Carlisle. Carlisle comes through the zone. Good stick there by Zarski. And right back, here comes Haru. 5 minutes gone by in the second of game number 1. South Divisional Finals. Game tied 1-1. Puck now floated back in there by Dyer, and it's an icing on Oklahoma. Mudbugs will be able to get a face-off deep in the Warrior zone. If you want to celebrate your next birthday party at George's Pond, you can. They got special birthday party packages. Private room, private ice time is available. Give us a call at 318-636-7094 and ask for the very lovely Miss Lauren and celebrate your next birthday party at George's Pond in Hirsch Coliseum. Coach Soupy having a good laugh with Giancarlo. Something he saw and he liked. As Park forwards the puck off the stick of Gotinski, and it deflects out of play. This face-off is going to come out of the Warriors' zone. It'll commence at the dot near me, and if you can see me, I got a purple bow tie. Now around to the near side. That's Brady right in front of us. Off the stick of Nickel. Gotinski right back up to Steele. Steele's got it with a burst of speed. Here he comes from the left side. Along to the far corner now. Tried to throw it back up top. And taken back in there by Gotinski. Now down low there to Nickel. Nickel behind the net. Trying to bank it up off top and try to center somebody. And it got taken away there by Blaze Miller. Miller works it in. Looked like he came in too early. Now right back out to center. Far half boards taken there by Fleet. Park up ahead there to Gotinski, and Gotinski will just advance it into the Warrior zone. Baumgartner right side with a burst of speed. Baumgartner coming through the seam. Baumgartner, far corner, backhander save made, rebound chance. Oh my goodness, that one just whistled wide. That was a shot there by Dronen. And now a missile from the right point there by Brenner, sticked away there by Bushler. Now through the middle. Goldie, he's got numbers. Over to Morris, shot toward the net. Oh, that one deflected into the near corner for Vitale. To the right point, shot there by Danziger. Right pad save made there by Duras. Now along to the far corner, Vitale battling for it. Almost 7 minutes gone by here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. We are knotted up at 1. Baumgartner will blast it off the near side. Boards held in there by Danziger. Into the near corner. Baumgartner has it, and he'll cue ball it to the far side. There to Brenner. Stretch pass, just missed the stick of Hasselgren. As now it's taken there by Del Greco. Far side, through the middle, taken away there by Mack. And now Nicky Miller stumbles. Oh boy, blew a tire up ahead there to Marino, and Marino will sky it into the far corner. Boy, puck a little chippy right now. Little hilly. Hasselgren hammers it up ahead. There to Del Greco. Good stick there by Haru. Puck now leveled back in behind Bushler's net to the far side there to Miller. The Howell, Michigan native up ahead there to Marino. The Boston boy comes into the seam. On over to the near side there to Mack. Mack shimmy shakes through behind the net now. Mack along to the far corner, held up a little bit. There was Mack. He was looking for a holding call. Held in there by Burke. Along to the far side, Lawson body breaks it up. And now taken away there by Burke. Burke's got it. Far half wall. He'll barrel it in down low there to Litchard. Litchard now shakes it back in and taken away there by Lawson body. They were trying to work a cycle, and Lawson body read it perfectly. Right back out to center. Delayed offsides for Shreveport. They touch up. Smith played on back to Telecki as the pass deflects off the stick of Burke into the protective netting. His faceoff will come to the left of Duras. Brent Litchard getting some specific instructions from Coach Soupy on what he needs to do in his next shift. He'll come off for a breather. Nickel to take the draw from the right dot. Faceoff tied up, one there by the Warriors. That's a good job there by Dronen. Far side, that's Danziger. He'll twist it back in to the Oklahoma zone. Mishandled there by Dyer. Thrown through the slot. Steele dropped off. Oh, and that was Nickel trying to tap it home along the short side, and he just missed. And now Miller guided back out to center, up ahead. Down low there to Brady. Good job there by Nickel. Chopped now to the point, right back out to center. Blaze Miller gunned on back there to Dixon. Dixon. Oh, great stick there by Dixon along the far side. Dixon now will grab it and just lift it back in to the Warrior zone. It's a good recovery there by the Beehive State native. Far side there to Dyer. Through the middle off the stick of Brady. It's struck back in to the Mudbug zone. Through the middle, Zarski. Great pace to this one as we're almost at the midway point of this game. 1-1 game. Far side there to Del Greco. Del Greco airmails it up ahead off the stick of Sutton all the way down. Zarski to the far side now. Taken there by Hasselgren. Back up top, shot. And that one missed the mark from the top of the point there by Brenner. Good stick there by Morris. Back out to center it goes. Baumgartner will glide it all the way back as Vitale chased him back. Along the near side, puck now lifted up ahead there to Sutton. They come in onside, now thrown up ahead. Oh, Miller was trying to take off, and now Vitale 2-on-2 with his man. Vitale will work it into the far corner, get bumped off the puck, regroup, shot toward the net. That was off the stick of Mack, and it deflected into the protective netting, and now Mack and Baumgartner with a few words. Telecki's in the fray. I don't think there's very many teams who like Jake Mack, and I think Jake Mack likes it that way. He is quite the thorn. He is brash. He is lippy. And he does what a Mudbug's supposed to do. And that stirs things up. We got a break in the action. 9:48 to go here in the second. Game tied 1-1 in game number 1. This is Shreveport Mudbugs playoff hockey.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Welcome back into the Blazers Ice Center. Game number 1 of the South Division Finals. Game tied 1-1, 9:48 to go in the second. Be sure to get your tickets for game number 3. It's part of our Mother's Day weekend next Friday night. Mother's Day package. It's simple. There's 2 packages. The Simply Sweet package that gives you a rose, a game ticket, and a Buttercups cupcake. Who does not want that for $15? Or you can get the Wishes of Wine, which gives you a rose, a game ticket, and a glass of wine. Might be fine for $15. Mother's Day weekend, Friday night at George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum. Give us a call at 318-636-7094 or email our wonderful Director of Ticket Sales, Ms. Kimberly Jacks. Kimberly at mudbugshockey.com, and be a part of game number 3 back at George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum. Face-off won there by the Warriors. Oh, it's a good one here to set the tone for the finals of who is going to rule the South. Luukkonen ladles it in to the Shreveport zone, far side. Mudbugs trying to get back to Minnesota for the 3rd time in 6 full seasons. Here comes Miller. And you know what happens when the Mudbugs go to Minnesota? Well, let's just say they're 2-0 when they make that flight to Fogarty Arena. Oh, hard check as Fleet blocks off the lane of Nelson. Now along the end boards. Battling for it. Fleet now coming in hard along the end boards. Still battling. Park in there. Fleet in there. Along to the far corner. Battling for it. Trying to jar it out. Park's in there. Fleet's in there. Weed whacking going on. And not much coming out. Boy, still going. Fleet along the back. Officials letting it go. Fleet just got his knee up the mid, I'll say, of it looked like it was Luukkonen who got every bit of Park's knee. And now finally one out free there by Burke. Boy, it was quite intimate for quite a while. Along the end boards, Lawson bodies got it. Into the Warrior zone, hard check there by Musket. Along to the far side, that's Telecki through the middle. Horsager did not make it in cleanly. No, he did. Glove down. Oh, boy, Mudbugs might have got away with a hand pass. Nickel now will just chip it in deep along the far corner there to Musket. 1-1 game with 7:50 remaining in the second. Taken there by Steele. Oh, trying to guide one toward the net. Now taken away there by Nickel. Nickel pelts one toward the net. Blocked in front there by Horsager. Now off to the far side. Taken there by Horsager. Intercepted. No. Taken through the middle there. It's a good job there by Williams. Dropped off there to Lawson Body. Lawson Body will just soccer it in there by for Williams. Taken away there by Gotinski, who's got a goal tonight for the Bugs. Over to Steele. Dropped off the Nickel, and he'll throw it through the middle. He gave it away, and Williams will go ahead and pop it back into the Shreveport zone. Up there to Williams. Williams holds the zone. Far side, good stick there by Nickel, broken up, and now here's Sutton. Centered in front, shot toward the net. Tripped up there was Williams as he tried to get the far side. He went wide. Now Dixon on the far side. There to Steele. Up ahead there to Gotinski. He's outnumbered. Throws one toward the net, blocked. And now a battle along the end boards. Gotinski's there, far corner, off the near side boards there. Dazarski, right point shot blocked. Haru holds the zone, left point, another shot toward the net goes wide. Held in there by Vitale, kicked around now to the near corner. Down low there to Morris. Morris gets held up a little bit there by Sutton. As now the puck is pitchforked all the way down. Good job there by Brenner. Zarski able to gun it back into the Warrior zone. Off to the near side boards. And it's right back through the middle. On over off the stick there of Dronin. He spun it in. Too far there for Del Greco. Far corner to the near corner. There to Fleet. Back over to Zarski. Mudbugs trying to get this mess out of their own zone. Far side there to Miller. Miller coming in with a burst of speed. And he'll be able to love tap it in to the Warrior zone. Good stick there by Marino. He holds the zone. Near half wall. Chopped in front. Taken away there by Miller. Blaze Miller along the back check. Blaze Miller now gains the zone from right side. He's got a burst of speed. Far corner. Thrown through the middle. Taken away there by Marino. Marino now lifts it off the far side glass. Oh, kept in there by Mack. To the near side. Good pace to this one. 5:15 remaining in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. Game tied, 1 apiece. Far corner now. Trying to grab it there is Dyer. Dyer, far half wall there to Miller, and Miller able to fire it off the far side glass all the way down. Icing waved off. Along to the far corner now. Over to Nelson. He winds and whiffs. Now Nelson along to the far corner. Handled there by Dixon, and Nelson's hurt. We got a fallen Warrior. Garrett Roth is up in arms behind that Warriors bench, looking for a call as the puck was lifted toward the net. Bushler holds on to it on a shot there by Talecki, and Dixon pile drives Talecki along to the far corner, and he was shaken up, or that was Nelson rather. Boy, Dixon, a man among boys, at least that's the build on the 03 Lumberjack, who loves to chop trees and drive ATVs. Or at least he just looks it. He put everything along the side of Nelson's back. That's physical hockey at its best. Face off. Oh, right toward the net. Oh, sticked away there by Bushler. That one was a puck into midair that got on net. Now far side, that's Haru up ahead there to Murray. Murray will mail it in. Here comes Sutton Murray along the end boards. Loses his footing, might have got taken down there by Talecki. Played back up top. Zarski going to pinch it back in. Down low there to Gotinski. He's got Murray with him. Oh, and Murray got tripped up. And now Jones has it. He'll joust it, but not out. Held in there by Goldie. Down low there to Murray. Murray toward the net. And the puck is chopped back out to center there by Talecki. Now Fleet all the way back into his own zone. Will backhand it up ahead there to Goldie. Up off the stick of Murray, and Murray will just direct it into the far corner. Far side to Lawsonbody. Fast-paced contest. We're tied 1 apiece as the puck deflects out of play with 3:38 remaining in the second. Stop by the Swamp Shack to get your new Mudbugs merchandise. They got jerseys, apparel, and much more, including the new playoff shirts. We're born for this. Stop on by during all home playoff game days or during business hours Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. Miss Kimberly Jacks will take great care of you. Face-off one there by the Warriors over the Horsager, and Horsager takes a hard hit in front of us as we got a whistle. Man, Horsager slow to get up right in front of us. Boy, another taxing game in the postseason. And another game that looks like it's going to come down to a game of inches. Face off just outside the left Warriors blue line. And it is won there by Sutton. Off the near side glass, back out to center, flagged down by the milkman, Danziger. Off to the far side, swiped at there by Marino, in deep into the Warrior zone, but controlled there by Dyer. Up ahead of the near side there to Hasselgren. He goes around Danziger. Hasselgren guides it toward the net. And it is saved there by Bushler. 3:12 remaining in the second. I'm Chet Yoder, coming to you live from the Blazers Ice Center. We are tied 1-1 in game number 1 of the South Division Finals. Big hello to the Marino family. Tuning tonight from Boston, Lynn, Massachusetts. I could go for some Boston clam chowder right now. It is quite chilly in this rink. And I heard the Marinos make a homemade batch. We're still trying to figure out a way to get that down to Shreveport. Figure it out, Mr. Marino. Zarski's got it. He'll sling it off the near side boards all the way down. All the way into the near corner. That's Dyer. To the left side there to Luukkonen. Taken away. Luukkonen through the middle. Luukkonen gains the zone. Dropped off there to Nelson. Back down low there to Luukkonen. Now Haru carefully taken there to Zarski, far side. He'll stretch it up ahead off the stick of Gotinski. And now Nelson mishandles it. Gotinski on over through the slot. Steele with a backhand blocked in front. Now Baumgartner getting forechecked hard there by Nickel. Chopped back out to center. Fleet's got to grab it. And he couldn't handle it cleanly. And it's taken back in there by Nelson and Horsager. Along to the far corner, Steele. Far side there to Gotinski. And now to the near side of the Mile High Native. That's Fleet. And he'll just drive it back in to the Warrior zone. $1:55 and counting here in the second. Tied 1 apiece. Far side, the puck swiped in there by Del Greco. Near corner, Horsager loses his balance. An errant pass taken there by Goldie. Goldie could not lug it up the ice. He couldn't handle it cleanly. Tough ice right now for both teams. As now Morris will just kind of run it in to the Oklahoma zone. Off to the far side. Handled there by Sutton. Sutton slides it off the near side boards, but it was to nobody as Danziger to the far side there to Dixon. Off the stick of Goldie. In deep now. Tied up there was Morris with his man. And now Morris trying to get up off of Horsager. Now along to the near corner. Slapped up ahead. That's Brady. Up ahead there to Del Greco. Thrown in front. Backhander. What a stick save made there by Bushler. With his biggest save of the night as Dronin came in and tried to slip one past the French-Canadian netminer. No, says number 44 in net. 53 seconds remaining now here in the second. Face-off will come to the left of Bushler. Nicky Miller to take it for the Bugs. Face-off one there by Lawson Body, and Dyer can't hold his own from the right point. Marino now on the forecheck. Over to Lawson Body. Lawson Body dropped back there to Dyer. Dyer there to Lawson Body. Up ahead there to Jones. Jones up ahead through the middle there to Williams. Williams forward one toward the net, it went wide. Now taken there by Marino carefully with 30 seconds remaining now here in the second. To the near side there, up ahead off the stick of Miller. In down low. Mudbugs trying to get one late here. 15 seconds remaining in the period. Max in there along the end boards. Battling for it there is Dyer. He is tied up with Miller. And they're kicking, they're clawing, they're hacking, they're whacking. And one out free there by Mack. They have a little time if they hurry. Here's Fleet. Oh, and he guided one toward the net. It got blocked, and that'll do it for the period. Good end-to-end second period for both teams. We stayed tied 1-1 after 2 periods of play. We'll talk to the Mudbugs captain Garrett Steele in the Sonic Drive-In second intermission show. This is How We Sonic. Your score after 2 periods of play from the South Division Finals. It is the Bugs 1, the Warriors 1 in game number 1. This is Shreveport Mudbugs playoff hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata & Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata & Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com.
You know, we only get one chance at this thing called life, so why don't we make it count? Hi, I'm Janice Watt with Generational Financial Advisors, and we're here to assist you as a financial advisor and a CPA in making those important life decisions. Starting young, saving, and investing will reward you down the road, but it takes diligence to stay the course because life happens. Buying that first home, adding to your family, and then preparing for college, all of these require a plan. We offer services including investments, life insurance, retirement planning, and long-term disability, just to name a few. We can also assist you in your tax preparation or planning along with small business services. We are an independent brokerage company with access to hundreds of products. Call me at 318-219-4188 or log into gfapartners.com to set up a free consultation. Our offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103 in Shreveport. Come see us and go Bugs.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Welcome back to the Sonic Drive-In second intermission show here in